Okay, up on the roof here at Susan and Gail's house at 714 Brockton in West Melbourne. I made a lot of notes up on the roof. Let's go over some of this information real quick. By the way, we're gonna replace the drip edge. Our drip edge seems to be wider than this. It could either be white or brown. Yours is obviously gonna be white. Oh, speaking of drip edges and gutters. So we typically don't even have to drop the gutters to the ground. We just gently pull them away, get the new drip edge, put the gutters right back up. Looks like the gutters are in perfect or fine enough condition to stay and be put right back up. We don't have to take them to the ground where they get dinged up. This reminder arrow is to talk about, if you look down here, hopefully you can see the ski slope right here on the first starter strip. So I'll talk more about this later, but when we remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood, we're gonna inspect all that wood here and elsewhere. Anything remotely bad, usually it's nowhere near 100 square feet, we're gonna replace it, not charge you extra for it. As far as the condition of the roof, one of the big things are the granules or granule loss. And when you lose the granules just like this, the granules in every sense of the word are the sunblock for your house. So when you lose the granules, all the protective chemicals in the asphalt shingles start to leach out and the shingles start to become extraordinarily brittle. Okay, and so that's exactly what's happening here. In connection with that, when you have brittle shingles and then you have high winds that separate the bond between the back of the shingle and the roof itself, once this connection is broken, it's not going to sit back down. So with that movement and the brittleness, it's just going to make these hinge marks and they're eventually going to break off. So definitely better sooner rather than later. You can forget about hurricane season. Anything over like 40-50 miles an hour, these shingles are going to start flipping off. I checked this area because this is always a problematic area. You can even see the moisture still on the roof. It appears to be relatively stable. Again, once the shingles come off, we're gonna inspect that area for anything rotted. We're gonna replace it. Here's more lift up, always in a diagonal fashion. Try and keep this quick. More of the same. We're gonna replace all the gooseneck vents. We're gonna reboot all the bathroom vents. Same. More of the same. Seems like this side's a bit more pronounced. I could literally pick any course, but I just chose the mid one, and it's pretty much everywhere. It's not going to take much of an inspector to tell you the same. It's kind of soft right through here. Again, we'll inspect that, replace it as needed, change all these out, and then fairly substantial up front as well. Okay, so last 20 seconds, let's talk real quick since I'm up here on how we're going to do your roof for you. Forgive my metal example here, but that's not really the important part. The top layer, it's all the layers underneath that are so important. So if you would imagine with me removing all the shingles and seeing nothing but bare plywood, we're gonna inspect that plywood like up front, over here. Anything remotely bad, we're gonna replace. 100 square feet, everything should be taken care of. One of the new upgrades to the building codes says re-nail your plywood to your roof trusses every 6 inches. We're gonna go every 4 to 5 inches. We're gonna double, triple the number of nails holding your plywood to your roof trusses. And then we're gonna install what's called waterproof barrier. 17 years ago, they definitely did not have waterproof barrier, old-timey felt. So we're gonna cover every inch of this bare plywood roof with waterproof barrier. In the event that that fence ends up on top of your brand new shingle roof, it's still not gonna allow water to get inside your house. And then we're gonna put your architectural shingles on top of that. As a company, we've chose to only carry, for the most part, unless there's a special request, Certainteed Landmark Series shingle. It's the heaviest, thickest, best shingle out there for the same price as the other guys. But this is the one we've chosen as the best for you. That's pretty much the whole story. So I'm gonna get down, talk with everybody. Thanks.